Y'all come in. Wait on y'all to come in. Come in. I'm not gonna wait too long, but I'm gonna go ahead on the talk anyway. Um, if you don't want to be here, first of all, if you don't want to be here, you don't have to be here. You already know what's about this case. Then you got all the answers. Then you don't need to be here. This is we having discussion, and we want to talk about is the RICO. Why wasn't it a RICO case and versus a lawsuit? And that's what we want to come in and talk about today. Oh, y'all, I got squirrels in my attics. I got to get them squirrel off up there for they tear my house up. Y'all hear them? Okay, so we're gonna what we're gonna talk about discuss today. Kenneka is getting her rest, y'all. She's getting the most rest being off around them folks she was with. She getting her rest. So don't you worry about Kenneka. Kenneka getting her rest. But while she getting her rest, things gonna continue. First of all, I would never stop thinking about this girl, and because I work around a freezer, I had to go in that freezer cooler. Let's change the word cooler. I have to go in that cooler. Every one of y'all see me. Y'all see me. So we want to talk about the medical examiner, and then we're going to talk about the people. Okay. We're going to talk about the medical examiner, and then we're going to talk about the hotel people, and we're going to talk about the people. I don't understand mentally why did they want her to settle for a lawsuit? Okay. Evidently somebody saw they wasn't going to win by 1-1. Okay, so we're going to talk about that right now, and we're going to keep it real on my off day. Yeah, I can't believe squirrels up there. Okay, now I want to talk about this medical. uh y'all hear them squirrels? What's up, Ace? You my dog. What's up, Ace? So what we're gonna do is y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Okay, I appreciate that, Ace. Okay, now let keep it real, y'all. Let's keep it real, okay? So what we're gonna do? We gonna y'all already seen the medical report. So what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna walk through this medical report. Hold on, y'all. I am so clumsy. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. What I hit? Okay, okay. I dropped the phone on this thing. It don't make no sense. Now we're gonna talk about the medical examiner. Okay. Now, we're gonna walk through this thing, y'all. Cause I think some is missing. Something is missing. And why they playing with us? I think we've been mentally played with in some instance. I never, if they doing all of this, you know what? What her name? Duck Mama. Ouch. Ooh, y'all, I've been sleeping on this side right here. Oh my gosh. Duck Mom, gosh, Duck Mom fought for her child killers. And she got him. Now, Miss Teresa didn't have no help at all. to try to defend her daughter. And I don't understand why. I remember when I before we get into the Cook County medical examiner, my thing is how she went from having all them delicious friends, shaking their butts and having a good time, dancing to the music, climbing up high, dancing and having a good time. Every time you looked over there, they were dancing and having a good time. How she went from having three friends that came to her to a party with her to her by herself. Y'all, let me put some more water in my pot right quick. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Hold that thought. Hold that thought. Let me put some more water in the pot because I don't need no food burning. Hey, hold on, y'all. Let grandma put some water in the pot. No, yeah. Come on, y'all. Hold that thought. Hold that thought. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Here we go. How did we go from how did we go from going to the party with my buddy, all my friends that shake their butts with me? How I end up at their party, at her party? How I end up with the people at the party? Now I want to get to a whole lot of stuff because if they can find out what Lil Dirt did, they can find out what happened to Duck. They can find out why uh what's the boy name? Von, King Von. If they can find out about Young Thug in all these cases, why wasn't a case involved Kenneka? Why wasn't there a case Sadia? Why wasn't a case? Now, Cook County made some mistake, y'all. We're talking. Okay, that's how we doing. We're talking. So I need people who gonna be here and gonna talk back with me with the situation. Not what you don't heard, what you already know. Cause a lot of y'all saying that since she already got her lawsuit, y'all done with the case. That ain't how it work, y'all. You can still talk about it. Cause I still want to know about it. Oh, oh, I gotta be careful. I slept wrong, y'all. Oh, we. On this day off, I slept wrong, y'all. Gotta hit it in the morning. But look, y'all. Okay, hold on. Now I give y'all respect first. You're talking about a 19-year-old girl. This way hurt it right here, y'all. I slept right here. That's why I'm sitting up in the bed now, but I got to go to work tomorrow. It hurt right here. Ooh. Okay, here I go. You talking about a strong 19-year-old girl. Now, when Cook County mentioned on the medical examiner that on the exam that she was found in a walk-in cooler and freezer. They said cooler and freezer. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. In a food place, I don't see why they got a cooler and a freezer. You know what I mean? If you like me working y'all see where I work at. Y'all saw I've opened up that freezer door and showed y'all that freezer door. It's freezing in there and it's a cooler, but you don't walk nowhere else. So when they threw me out and they said this woman found underlined in a walk-in cooler and freezer. And you remember people talking about the freezer ain't downstairs, the freezer down, down the freezer. Are y'all saying the cooler? The cooler is a freezer. Cooler, okay, cooler is different from a freezer, but all of it's a combination itself. Is that what I don't understand? I don't went in every department at that store. Everybody had a walk-in cooler, which can be a freezer. Now, that's what threw me off with her case. They saying a walk-in cooler and freezer. So I'm bringing this back up because these people got away with that girl death. They got away, y'all, and we got to get educated with this situation right here. We got to talk about this. These are things that people not talking about. The cooler and the freezer. I don't understand it because evidently my store don't have a cooler. We in the freezer. You hear what I'm saying? Because it's cooler. It's a okay. It ain't that cold when I first open that door with my short sleeve on. Soon I walk in there, coming out the street, y'all watch me. And when I walk in there, freezer, I don't know whether to call it a freezer or cooler because I don't understand why they saying that she walk in a cooler and a freezer. So I don't know whatever it is that I walk in, open up that door to get them flowers out where them fruits be at. Excuse me, guy. Where them fruits be at. It's cold. It's real cold. Second, I'm cold. So that young lady, 19 years old, I didn't have on a jacket. She had on a jacket. I didn't have on a jacket. Y'all see me with that green shirt on, that short sleeve green shirt. And it stopped about right here. Rest of it is my meat, my arm. And I'd be like this. I said, when I opened up that door, I'd be like, cold. It's cold. So then I like, oh, let me get what I need because I'm freezing. I got cold that quick. But my body temperature didn't freak out. I wasn't on alcohol. See, I'm trying to make y'all understand the difference between, I'm trying to understand the difference between a cooler and a freezer. So what I'm gonna do in the morning, I'm gonna ask them about that when I get to work. Can they tell me the difference between a cooler, a walk-in cooler, and a walk-in freezer? And I'm gonna ask them, what is it that we have back there? Is that a freezer and a cooler combined? I think that's what we have. A cooler and a combination of both. Now, this young lady was found unalive in a walk-in cooler. And it happened in September 10th. I can't stop thinking about it because I'm getting paranoid on my job. I get paranoid when I have to go in that freezer. I turn my head when the door shut, and the door don't shut all the way, y'all. And the door not hard to open. So even if I was drinking alcohol, let me share that. Hold on, y'all. Let me share this. Even I wasn't intoxicated, and then I had my blood pressure medicine in me, it can become a factor if I had alcohol in my system, but I didn't have alcohol in my system. I'm trying to compare these two with an overage woman and a 19 years old. Okay, and why we don't have a recall or why we had a lawsuit. Now, y'all, Rosamond, well, Cook County medical exam called it an accident. And I wonder why is it called an accident if she walk in the freezer? Where did the accident come in? Why? What make it become? I'm talking about to them. What make it becomes an accident? Now, y'all, let me define accident for y'all. Accident is an unfortunate incident that happened unexpectedly. Okay, unintentionally. Oh, my head. That's what accident is. So I want to ask. I'm bringing this back up because I want to know what made her walking in the cooler in the freezer become a accident, something intentionally. What made it an accident? I don't understand. Even if she was intoxicated, even if she was on some kind of medication, what made it an accident unintentionally, unacceptedly, an injury? And we people are getting away with stuff like this, y'all. So this is something that we need to talk about. This is something got to be talked about because lately we've been running into a lot of things, injuries as accident and intentionally, unintentionally. Not just her case. We've been running into a lot of cases of accident, unintentionally, unacceptably. We got to stop taking it like that. This wasn't unintentionally if she opened up the door and walked in there. Even if she had alcohol in her system, even if she had medication in her system. When she opened up that door, she should have been able to go back out that door. Y'all not understanding. Y'all not understand. Y'all people just let stuff go. Y'all quit to give up. Ooh, wait. Y'all quick about getting given up. Y'all give up too easy for me. Y'all impatient. Now, hold on. So When it's when I walked in that cooler, when she walked in that cooler and freezer, which I don't know what they talking about, it's supposed to be in one. Because if they claim that she walked in one and walked to another one, they not showing us those freezers. I can't understand how do we get here with a lawsuit instead of they butts being locked up. Some people supposed to be locked up. I want to see somebody locked up because the reason why I want to see someone locked up, and I hope it's not too late for anybody to be locked up, even though she accept the lawsuit, it's because it wasn't accidentally, it wasn't unintentionally. Okay, I believe it don't happen before. Now, this is what the medical examiner is calling it an accident. That I went in the freezer. I was intoxicated. I was on some medicine, but I ain't come back out. Well, let me tell y'all something. When you open up that door, the lights are already on. The lights are already on, unless the lights wasn't on. If the lights wasn't on, the freezer's supposed to be locked. It is a lock on the freezer door. On the outside. That oh, you can't get locked. You can't get locked in that freezer from the inside. I showed y'all the freezer. I showed y'all when I was standing in that freezer. I don't think I do that to hit that button. And the way Kenneka was performing, she would have tried to find her way out of there. She would have felt her way out of there. But something allegedly went on in that freezer where she couldn't get out of that freezer. But the freezer that y'all looking at during the showtime, it's not that same freezer. If they're gonna say she walked in, that's what they told us at the beginning. She walked in one, and then it was another door. That's not the way they sound like you can walk in there, then you got to go through another door. I ain't never seen no freezer made like that. I never seen a freezer made like that. So I'm gonna find out about that when I get to work. Oh, well, I'm gonna find out about that information before I get to work. I'm not gonna lay off of this. I'm not gonna lay off of this because we have ran into too many things that happen to kids and grown people that has turned into unintentionally. A lot of the cases that we have been working and talk about on over here has been unfortunate. Every case that we have done, even about what I can't remember these people name. I don't try to remember their name, y'all, because I got a life. But a lot of cases that we have covered is unfortunate, unintentionally, and unexpectedly injuries. That's how these cases, everything happened to your family has lately been in an accident, right? That's not an accident being intoxicated on alcohol, on temperament. You still focus. You still can see. Some people can drive a vehicle better with alcohol in their system. Don't ask me how that happened. But some people can drive better with alcohol. I don't think that medication and alcohol was a factor in this young lady death. No, I do not accept it being an accident. I want them folks locked up. I want a lawsuit and I want them locked up at the same time. I want a RICO. If they can get a RICO with everybody else, with King Von, Old Block, Dirt, and everybody else, I want a RICO with Kenneka Jenkins case. Because first of all, they said Jenkins was underlied from hypothermia after being exposed to cold. Now, hypothermia can be a count in this thing. I told y'all, once I got in that freezer, I was running out the freezer. That's because I was in a working freezer, cooler, whatever they want to call it. It's cold. It's freezing. It don't look like it. But when you go in that mother sucker, if you ain't got on no jacket, it's cold. But I punched that button and went back out. The door didn't even lock. The door was cracked. The door don't even close good, y'all. The door don't even close good. Okay. So hypothermia, accident, hypothermia, alcohol, and medication did not cause this girl to lose her life unintentionally. If that door wasn't locked, it ain't too far. You can go. When you go in there, you're gonna want to come out of there. And if you're on alcohol, if you hit that cold air, your butt gonna wake up. But they didn't have the air on, it hiding that thing. They had, I don't know where that ice came from. See, we need a Rico here. Oh, y'all, hold up. God, Lee. Oh, Lord have mercy. That slept wrong, y'all. That slept wrong. That really hurt. Um, so I really still want somebody locked up behind this. I want a Rico. I know it's late. I know the case is closed, but it can be reopened. A case can be reopened. Y'all think a case can't be reopened? Yes, it can. If you got the prosecutor got what they need, it can be open. They ain't even go this far. Oh, right. I think if this hurt right here tomorrow, I'm going to the doctor. Okay. Might just get some aspirins. Okay, y'all. So I'm not buying that it was an accident. I'm not buying. I will buy that it was drinking involved. I am buying it that it may be drugs. Young people, they be at a party. They do stuff like that. Okay. Uh, but it seemed like more than just terpurame in her system. But terpurame can trickle alcohol and other substances. Okay, it can. It can. Um, when oh yeah, hold on. When the officer said somebody was frozen solid, who was they talking about? Who what the person frozen solid? Y'all, we are trying to stop. What we're trying to do with this case is we would like to see this case built into a RICO. And you can't get a RICO out this case. If it's a real case, you can. How? Because there were people involved. It were people in the hotel involved. Them people need to be locked up. Okay. So we already proved that it wasn't intentional because She walked in something she could have walked out of. And but we do hear some liability that the freezer should have been locked if it wasn't in use. We're gonna get into that. Okay. So when we spoke on a walk-in cooler and a walk-in freezer, it confused me because it's freezing inside, it's freezing inside of that cooler. Okay. I show y'all every time I open that freezer door in the AM. Okay. So they want to plant it as they planning all of y'all cases as an accident, and y'all letting them folk get away with it. All of these cases now, they want y'all to have a lawsuit. They want y'all to sue. And like Javion case, that's not an accident. What happened to Javion? But see how they turned Javion Magee case into an accidental, unintentionally. See, and you remember that little boy walked in that bathroom who got, and he lucky he got out that bathroom, but he got they hung in the net, but he didn't. He lived, the second grader. Okay, he didn't underlie. He out the hospital now. But these cases that involve injuries now has become accidental, and it's not. And we are letting them get away with stuff. See, alcohol and temperament wouldn't have let Kenneka not be focused. Okay, it could tip. She was tipsy, but that freezer is not unintentionally. It's not an accident. It become an accident if it was unlocked and she fell out in there. I think Kenneka walked into a trap. I call it a trap. It was like, follow us, follow me. I'm gonna take you where you need to go. But whoever she was following, they either know her, they apart. She know them people who work there. Some of them people allegedly, she knows some of them people who work there. Okay. They also said she unalive from hypothermia after being exposed to cold. That what the medical examiner said, officer said. And like I told y'all, I like the froze when I first opened up that door. And I looked at that door to want to make sure that door don't shut on me. But the door won't even push all the way in, period, y'all. Even though that freezer door, they know you're gonna in and out of there. We have a working freezer. So when we walk in there, the door just gonna bounce. It's like it bounces. It's not gonna lock unless you get behind and lock that door. Okay. I work in a working freezer. Okay. Now the toxicology test, I want to talk about that. Detected alcohol and temperament in epilepsy and migraine medication. But what that got to do with her being unalive? And they said that her blood alcohol concentration BAC was 0.112. That's too high, y'all. Let me tell you, if that young lady alcohol level was 0.112, she couldn't walk. See, it's a whole lot of mislead information that was given to us. We really don't know the truth. We really don't know the truth. We just know what they put out there. Okay. Now, people still talking about this case. They're talking about this case because it's on their conscience. Okay, and what part is on my conscience is why is everything that happened always has to be an accident lately. Now, her BAC level was 0.112. She can't even walk, y'all. She can't even walk. A 0.112? She is out of it. So some ain't right with that BAC, blood alcohol concentration. Some ain't right with that BAC level because it's higher than a 0.08. To make that, to make her, to make that young lady BAC level, blood alcohol, that's the blood inside the system. Point 0.112. Somebody lying. That they showed y'all uh, a video of her walking through the hallway. No, no. How? No, 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 no. She can't do that. That girl don't probably been on the floor, not just bouncing against walls. She won't be able to walk, y'all, but not getting up, falling. If she had, if the BAC level were really 0.112, no. If it was 0.08, I say that, y'all excuse me, I'm holding my head right here because that's where it hurts. If they said 0.08, now I say I believe them. I just don't believe her BAC level was 0.112. Oh, I have to do this. Okay. I can't understand why her BAC level is 0.112. I don't. I don't. That bothering me, y'all. That's bothering me. Instead of a 0.8, she won't be able to focus. And I don't think her friend would let her be falling out everywhere like that. Do y'all? Now, zero, that 0.08 BAC would make it be like a legal intoxication. Okay. It'll make it an illegal intoxication. But by it being 0.112, it's these people got away with this, y'all. They got away. Now they said Jenkins did not have a prescription for topiramate, but children will take other folk children medication. They will do that. They will. I seen them do it. They will take other kids' medication, but topiramate could be for anything more than just epilepsy. It could be for losing weight. I was taking it for losing weight. Oh, we out there hurt right now. And it's easy to get when you're 19. She 19, she grown. Hold on, y'all. Okay, she grown. Now, something ain't right about this case. Now, I I would say that she was in a therapeutic range, but she wouldn't be able to do this by herself, y'all. She wouldn't be able to do this by herself. Y'all, please believe me. They need to invest. Ain't nobody talking, but they instead of talk around, riding around here. Let me turn my food out, y'all, so it burn. Let me turn my food out. I'll be right back. Let me turn my food out. Okay. Let me turn my food. Hold on, y'all. Let me turn the stove off, but I don't need to burn nothing. Move, come. Oh, hey, hey. Okay. My thing is, y'all, it's a lot of people. Hold on, y'all. Let me sit down. My head hurt. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. I'm up, sitting up today. My thing is, I know I ain't got no crook in my neck. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry that I'm in the bed today, y'all. Hold on. My thing is why we don't have a RICO case. Why this case? Why? Okay, my thing is it's closed. It's closed. True enough. True enough. The case closed. But like I said, I can I can understand the therapeutics, range. I can understand it, but y'all, it's a lot of people know what happened to this girl at that party. Everybody know that condition that Kenneka was in, that condition that that girl was in, had something else that they are not mentioning that enhanced her ability to not be focused, but she wouldn't be walking. Ooh, she wouldn't be walking like she walking, y'all. Not at a 0.112. 0.112. Not by herself. So I was thinking, I don't think enough pressure was put in this case. I don't think that enough pressure. What I don't think they were mostly focused on who did it. I think it was most focused on the lawsuit. And the reason why I say that because these people got away with a murder. These people got away with a murder. And people now lately getting away with murder. Now, they can say what they want to say about temperament. Temperament will make you sick with alcohol, make you throw up and stuff, make you kind of dizzy. That's true. And it will impair you though, for real. All that true about temperament. Temperament. Now, like I said, When I mix in my and I weigh more than Kenneka. Kenneka don't weigh more than me. When I mix to pair me with Hennessy, I don't know how I drove home, y'all. But when I got out of that car and got to this house, it fell on me. It hit me. It made me sleepy. It made me use the bathroom. The thing I think I had to go to the doctor the next day. And I had pyramid in me. I had my blood pressure pill in me. I had the alcohol in me. And I was laying down on the bed crying because I ain't never been dizzy like that. I ain't never felt the way I felt. But I was here by myself. I couldn't stay off the toilet. And for what they trying to tell me that this 19-year-old girl that things would affect her quicker than me because I weigh more than her. I weigh way more than Kenneka. So it's gonna take a lot to get me that way. But it ain't gonna take a lot for her to get that way. So my thing is how she get from now listen to this, y'all. Listen to this. If her friend took her down, they was with her. That's why I said somebody got to carry her. Somebody got to hold that girl. Somebody got to be with her. How these people get away with someone not being with her to somebody where it seemed like she passed? She will. It needs to be. I just understand why these people ain't talking for Kenneka. They hate her that much not to talk for her. They hate her that much not to talk for her because her friend, somebody had to carry her, not carry. Well, I'm gonna say had to carry her. Well, there is carry. Have to hold on to her. She had to have somebody hold on to her to get down to that front of that hotel. And the thing is, why did it take both friends to go up them stairs after delivering her downstairs? Ooh, think about it, y'all. Think about it. She couldn't walk. She couldn't walk with a 0.112. Think about it. And everything that in her system is enhanced. If the refrigerator, if the cooler was on, she would have lived. It would have been cold. But that girl was thrown in that I just don't understand. My thing is, who are all of these people that is not talk? Why is that hotel? I know the hotel is going to cover up because that's their business. Okay, the mom and the investigator found her down lying down inside that walk-in freezer. Excuse me, guys. And somebody locked that door. Now the cooler that I be in, the freezer that I be in is big. It's big. And it making me paranoid because I know what happened to Kenneka. So what I do before I go in that mother sucker, I look around. Cause if they lock that door and they ain't got nothing but my meat and a short shirt, anything can happen. They can discover me inside the freezer. Now they said that the cooler and the freezer was both operational. If it were operational, she would have got her out of there. They're not understanding what they're saying. So the mama did one thing that I can say that her mama did do was sue Crown Plaza. She did that. But I wanted if by her doing that, it's a good thing. But I wonder if could she had still worked on an open case, or they give her a choice to shut it down after the lawsuit to get rid of. They didn't want a case. Something came among that right there. I wonder how we went from she could have did a lawsuit and could have still fought it. But it seemed like since they're gonna gave her $1 million, it seemed like they had put in a situation where she wasn't gonna be able to fight for her daughter and get the lawsuit at the same time, but she can get the lawsuit and try to. I just know she ain't got nobody on her side. Miss Everybody want to know why Miss Teresa, why the mother, I'm gonna say the mother, didn't fight. She ain't had nobody on her side. She ain't had y'all people who at the hotel to tell the truth. She ain't had none of y'all people at the party to talk. So I can see why she did what she did, because y'all wouldn't even tell the truth. And I had never seen nothing like this. I just don't understand what they saying the cooler and the freezer were both operational. I don't understand it. The cooler and the freezer. So I guess some of them could be made together. Some of them must be old fashioned in there. Maybe they need to update that broke down machine. And they talking about the walk-in freezer with 34 degrees Fahrenheit. In that case, then she would have came back out of that motherfucker. Y'all, I don't understand how they got a cooler and a freezer separate. That's old fashioned. That's old fashioned. So my thing is this. I have question. Could she? I want to know. I don't know about situations like this, and I don't know how the law works. Could she have got? I don't understand why wouldn't nobody help Miss Teresa? Why wouldn't nobody tell her what happened? Why? If she had some help, everybody want to keep talking about this case, but they don't want to tell what really happened to this girl. And they was at the party. It's gonna be on their conscience. It's gonna eat their conscience up because they was at the party. It's eating their conscience up. She ain't mistakenly walking on into no freezer by accident. No. She walked in there. She could open the door and walk out that door. If it were operated, if it were cold like they said it was cold, she can go in there and she can come out. The light on and everything. She go in, she come out. So that's not an accident. If the cooler and the freezer were operational, the light on. Y'all saw how fast I got out that freezer. It was cold in there. But there got to be a video that exists of her actually entering the freezer. It got to be a video. And then if you have a video, if you have a freezer that is operational, where's the camera? Where's the camera? So my thing is behind this whole situation is behind Kenneka's situation is my thing is why she ain't get no help? why people didn't help her? Why her friends didn't help her? Why the people, anybody didn't, somebody supposed to have some kind of beautiful soul. Of course she gonna have erosion. Y'all gotta understand it because it was cold. Her ankle, that ankle don't hit something. Ain't nobody crazy. That ankle don't hit something to have that abrasion on it. And what was determined at this whole thing, y'all, that the substantial factor in this death is cold exposure. This is crazy. And there was no evidence of external and internal trauma. These days, I'm not believing these medical examiner who work with the sources because they getting paid. They getting cold cash paid. Now, we need evidence. We need evidence. Now, the officer, when them kids was in that room, they call themselves in another room talking to them. These people don't even look like they selves no more. None of them. God, I think Kenneka would have been like 25, 26. Kenneka would have been like 25 or 26. Her brain had no swollen, abrasion on her right ankle. My thing is this, y'all. If the mother had evidence that you, you, you did this or saw something, this will help her. But everybody talked about that mom when that mom got that $1 million. Only thing people were looking at is the money. They didn't want her to get no kind of help. So it sounded like to me, Kenneka had a lot of enemies. And some of her enemies are enemies that hung around her. There was no evidence altercation. She didn't get to fight or nothing. Why her? Have y'all okay, let me ask this question. Now, I see it like this, y'all. Supposedly, some people did take her down there and put her in the freezer to cool her off. That's too long to leave her locked in the freezer. They didn't want her to come out. Who are the people? Who are these people? If I want to say it like that. See, this case right here, you can't build nothing if they don't talk. I don't understand how is my friend is gonna leave me like that. Okay, so I can see this, y'all. I can see this like this. If there is a place that they go to cool off in, okay, did they forget almost to the end where they locked her in? The friends, other people. This is something, this situation like this is something that we need to talk about all the time because lately that's all we've been dealing with is no evidence in cases that we have been talking about on this channel. Everything been unintentionally. Yes. Everything that we covered is been unintentionally, except for that Niagara Falls. They claim that there is not another person was in the kitchen. There's no accident or no altercation or interaction with another individual in the time. Let me ask y'all this. Let me ask y'all this. Do you think there was no kind of physical abuse? They said y'all kept saying that it was this and it was that, but the medical exam said didn't nobody do nothing to her. The job kept making up the story saying somebody did something to her. That's where them people got that from. They need to evaluate all y'all people. I'm just surprised that did none of y'all people take stood up for Miss Teresa. I'm surprised. I'm surprised. Now let me ask y'all something. No way in the world, and that still messing with my mind. That 0.112, y'all. I cannot stand up, and she got to be knocked out with a 0.112. And when she wake up, she gonna be dead. They need an ambulance. Why didn't nobody call an ambulance for her? They didn't do Shaquella Robinson like that. They didn't even want to call it. They called the ambulance on her, but they didn't want her to go to the hospital. What kind of friends are these that we are talking about? Why is this young lady left alone? I ain't blaming them. I ain't blaming no friends. I ain't blaming them. I'm just, why is she in that condition? Ain't nobody else in that kind of condition. Nobody else is in that kind of condition, y'all. And y'all people that walk away with y'all head up, well, the mama got $50 million, so it's over with. This can still happen. And people watching y'all reaction. Now, one thing that we do know that them camera folks watch. Y'all, can I ask y'all a question? I want to ask y'all a question. We noticed that's good that she did sue the hotel. I think that we should need a RICO case behind. We got to find out who gave her them drugs. How she get it in her system? She wasn't like that when she left the house. What did they do on the way to the thing? What? Why didn't nobody call Miss Teresa when they first start looking for her? Everybody want to be grown. She was alive. Y'all people not understanding that this case right here, Kenneka was alive. And it don't bother y'all women. I just don't understand this. Y'all, oh, mama got that $50 million. It's okay. Let's throw it away. I don't understand how y'all can say that. It's not about money, y'all. It's about what happened to this girl. Not only her, it can happen to any girl, any woman at any given time. But y'all so perfect. Y'all don't care nothing but y'all selfish. This can happen right today. And on the way, it can be an accident. And the mama know it wasn't an accident. And y'all blaming, I ain't never seen a case like that where people blame the mom. I never seen a case. Oh, wait. Ooh, wait. Ooh, massage, honey. It's no way. Ooh, I need a massage. This job, honey. Ooh, oh, wait, it hurt right here. Oh, I need a massage. Tension, honey. Let's listen to this, y'all. So the area was under construction. That ain't what they told us. They didn't tell us that that area was under instruction. They didn't say that at first. Now, let me tell y'all something. You know why that mama hurt? You know why the mother is hurt? The mother is more hurt because where is her friend? She in a situation like that. Where is her friends? Where is the people who drove roll with her? Where are the people who in the car with her? Where are these people? Where I don't understand why it's not a RICO case. I really don't. It's so much going on in this case. From that y'all make up stuff. Y'all made up a narrative on Kenneka Jenkins. Y'all make up from the toxicology report saying that this girl right here, she looked at something on that wall and she wanted some help because she pulled something on the wall. My thing is she ain't on 1 point. She ain't on 0.112, not right here. You see what I mean? It's sad that that lady right there got talked about, got accused of her own daughter. Her own daughter. Y'all people at the hotel, at the party, it's supposed to be a RICO case. Y'all just gave up on Kenneka. Y'all looked out for y'all. Everybody else looked out for the people, the murderers. Instead, she did the right thing to sue the hotel. But the RICO come with the other people. Somebody is on their conscience right now that they did this to this young girl. Somebody. Somebody conscious is eating them up when this mama couldn't get help. I don't understand y'all people. I don't understand y'all people. Y'all were claiming that this beautiful young lady right here, the mom was at the hotel. Y'all even added her in video that she was at the hotel. Y'all even still claiming that the mama did this to her own daughter at that hotel over some money. She loved her daughter. Y'all people need to talk. Y'all know what happened to her. Y'all know what happened to that girl. Y'all know what happened to her. She did the right thing. She's supposed to sue the hotel. Y'all don't like Miss Teresa. Y'all don't care for Kenneka. And if her friend, I see the friend, why the friends, this case right here, what you call it, y'all? Where they can't talk? No, listen to what Miss Teresa said. 'Cause y'all, people don't like her. It's her daughter, not our daughter. It's her daughter. It's her daughter. But I just looked at this freezer. It is two in one. Hold on. Right. Hold on for a minute. I'm see can I stop it. Hold on, y'all. I'm see can I stop it. Hold on. Damn, stop. This door right here, that is another door. So y'all trying to say that she came through this door first? She came through this door, then she opened this door. So what are y'all saying? This the cooler on this side and the freezer right here. This is a old. This is old. They don't even need to be in there. This is another side right here, y'all. It's a small box. So she would easily came out of here. Okay, I can understand about that estate. Okay, but what about these folks, the other people that carried her to the freezer? What? Let them be locked up. Even if they work there, let's lock them up. I want the lawsuit right here. I I want this. I want those restaurants. I want all those restaurants sued. I'm glad she won her lawsuit. I want a RICO. I want those people who are carrying her around locked up. Even if they work at the hotel, I still want them. Look at that. Now, that's what I would tell you that you're gonna need on the freezer that at my on my job as well. That thing right there. Now, if that wasn't on there, the door won't never lock. That's why I don't trust the mother sucker when it closed on me. I don't like being in that freezer. I put that thing in the doorway, a tray, a cart, or something in that doorway. Cause if that door don't lock like this, y'all. The door is locked tight like this. Our door at work is not tight like that because it don't have this on it. Even though the hotel was sued, I think it should be some people involved in this locked up. And that is on the outside. That's how it look, y'all. That's how it look for real. And that door, like y'all said the door ain't heavy, y'all. The door heavy, but it ain't heavy to open this part. This part is not heavy. That part is not heavy. on, and you see how tight that lock that right there is. Somebody locked up in there, unless he using this freezer that to show example that this how it look when it's a lock on it, y'all. We are here because we know that she didn't walk by herself.
They locked them like they should have been locked.
Right.
They locked the freezer, and unfortunately, they locked Kenneka.
Now, what he's saying to y'all, the reason why the hotel was fault, listen to what he's saying. Listen, they making up excuses for the hotel, but calling it an accident. The person who worked at the hotel came in there and locked that door and didn't even check on her. They check and see was anybody in there. They went behind that girl and locked that door. Didn't even check and see. See, I don't think I understand is the door had to been already closed when she walked in there. When she walked in there, the door was closed. If you're gonna call it an accident, unintentionally the door was shut, right? But what gonna cause her to lay down on the floor and be knocked out? This ain't making sense, y'all. So what he's saying is when they lock Kenneka in, my thing is this, y'all. This still ain't working right. Listen, 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 y'all. Listen. And I'm gonna talk about it forever, ever, because it's gonna be on somebody's conscience. Now look, let me tell y'all this. They suing all these companies, okay? They sued them. They got millions of dollars, they got billions of dollars, okay? Now let me tell y'all this. Let me put it back on the free. So what y'all trying to say is, hold on. So what y'all trying to say is Kenneka froze to death. That's what y'all trying to say. Because she was locked in the freezer accidentally. Y'all trying to say that them folk accidentally locked her in the freezer. But every time you seen that man at that front desk, he was doing what? Working the camera. Y'all trying to say that the freezer not big at all. The cooler in the freezer is not big at all. They didn't check. What he's saying is they did not check the freezer when they closed the door. So if they didn't check the freezer before they closed the door, then somebody was in there. She was already. Why is she not alive? If even if it were hot in there, why is Kenneka not alive? Somebody tell us why is she not alive? Why is she not alive? Even if they lock that door, why is she not alive? It's not working. So she suffocated. They didn't say that. They didn't say she suffocated, did they? No, they didn't. Listen to what he said again. See, who locked that door, y'all? Who locked that door? They taking up for somebody. The hotel is taking up for somebody. Unless they told them, y'all better cover this up real quick. Cause y'all miss it's a lot of people got their hand on them hotel. A lot of hands in that hotel. Trunk and everybody else hand in that hotel. And y'all don't fool around and let them children party mess them up. So what he's saying is, let's make it look like an accident. Let's make it an accident that we're gonna put the lock on the door. Who put that lock on that door? Who is the person that put that lock on that door? It's the person that we need to see right now. Who did it? Who locked it? You know what I mean? Y'all think about it. Think about it. Whoever put that lock on that door can tell us a whole lot. And they kept it a secret. They kept it as a secret of who locked that door. Names should come out. We want them people locked up. Y'all lock up everybody else. Y'all lock up everybody else. Y'all sitting in the jail. If you know what I'm saying. Y'all sitting in the jail. And plus a lawsuit on the side. Whoever locked that door needs to be locked up. And whoever watched the camera should be locked up. And whoever carried her needs to be locked up. And whoever dropped her off downstairs needs to be pressed charges against. It's so many people involved in this stuff. And whoever gave her the drink, she's 19. It's going to be up to her. She on her own. But if they gave her something extra that she didn't know about it, they need to be locked up. So you got a case. You got a RICO case. It's sad. That's the second person from Chicago that I know of that we talked about. Javion Magee and Kenneka Jenkins are accidentally dealt unintentionally. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep letting it happen. And it ain't getting no better, y'all. It not even getting no better.
Someone noticed that the doors in the kitchen were open. They locked them like they should have been locked. They locked the freezer, and unfortunately, they locked Kenneka into the.
And I think it was the supervisor, the owner of that refrigerator, of that hotel. It's not the owner. One of them workers did not pay attention. Some of them know, and some of them didn't know.
Hours of surveillance video. Jenkins death.
Kenneka can't be a 0.112, y'all. She can't. No, I don't believe Kenneka. I don't believe Kenneka will walk. I don't believe that, y'all. She ain't walking around like that. She is not walking around like that with a 112. 0.112. She can't. She a human. She a human. And where are the friends? Why the friends? I seen one on TikTok. Why they ain't talking about Kenneka? Like this a shout out for my friend. Let's dance for my friend. I don't hear nobody talking about Kenneka. I don't hear none of them saying nothing about their friend. You know what I mean? I don't hear nobody saying. Like I don't took a video, a video with my best friend, and I exposed it. Cause something happened to her, Something happened to her, but she's alive. But still, I made a video with her. Why they ain't doing nothing for Kenneka? I don't hear them talking about Kenneka. I don't even hear it. I don't hear it. What is going on? Them folk got them billionaires. They ain't worrying about no money. So my thing is, I would have liked for Miss now. Y'all blame a lot of y'all people blame Miss Teresa. Teresa is Kenneka Jenkins' mother. Uh, y'all put all the blame on her instead of telling her the truth. What happened to her daughter? That's the only part I don't understand. And y'all think that she not supposed to live happy. She gonna always think about her daughter. It's not a day go by. I don't care what she do. She can have a good time in the daytime and at night, but her daughter gonna always be in her memory. Now everybody want to know why she stopped the protest. Y'all were doing too much. Y'all was saying, see y'all, a lot of things that we didn't know. A lot of things that we didn't know that happened. A lot of things we're not supposed to know. That protesting just stopped. Them people were doing too much, and Miss Teresa didn't want to deal with them. They were going behind her back, doing a whole lot of stuff. She's supposed to be y'all from Chicago. Every time I look at Kenneka, think about going in that freezer at work. I think about that girl. I think about her. I think about why women don't want to. I asked somebody to talk. Let's talk about it for case, and the first thing came out their mouth is the mom got that $1 million. The case is closed. I mean, but she can't be worrying. She couldn't do that. She couldn't be doing it. She couldn't have did the protest by herself and worrying about y'all trying to get money. She can't be worrying about that. Miss Teresa can't be worrying about that. She can't be worrying about no protest. Why y'all didn't take up for Kenneka? Why y'all didn't take up? Why Kenneka case turned into a joke? Why did Kenneka Jenkins case turn into a joke? Why you locked the Dirt locked up? King Von unalive. A lot of these boys who was at the hotel is not out there anymore. A lot of them gone, and a lot of them still here. Every case that we have covered has been an ex unintentionally death, and that ain't right. Then nobody look out for Kenneka. It's no way, and I'm gonna tell y'all that a person with a 0.0 112 alcohol level cannot walk. A 0.08, a 0.01, but a 0.112, y'all, they exaggerated on that. They had to exaggerate on that. No, not the people, but the news. Not the news, the Cook County. They made it as if that she had a 0.112. No, no, they made it like that. If y'all were gonna make it like that, somebody carry her. Y'all threw the narrative off instead of 0.01. Y'all know that girl alcohol level wasn't that high. If her alcohol level was that high, then that case, then she'll been on the floor. She can't stand up. She'll be bumping and falling. I just my thing about her whole case is why is she by herself? Why is she by herself? Why? Where's the people who own her car? Where's the people who came with her? That's the only thing I said. I'm saying myself. It's no way, y'all. I want a Rico case. If they got dirt them and they got it's still working on Young Thug, their case, shoot, we can go back that far. Let's go back that far. 2017, 2018, what? And then here you go 2015 for Young Thug case. They were teenagers. We can take it back. All of that y'all were putting out there on Kenneka case about she went at that hotel. She was at that hotel. She went at Crown Plaza. It wasn't no swimming pool. I can't understand why y'all did say all of that and did that to that mama. Why y'all do that? And I'm definitely, I just can't understand why they leave a friend downstairs and you don't hear them around making no kind, no, you know how y'all get together, we get together, man. Y'all remember Kanika? Y'all, you don't see them getting together. They don't separate apart. They don't go on by their business. Even if they were by themselves, they could still say, "Oh, here go Kate." They hiding their identity. Even one got a YouTube. Don't nobody want to talk to her now. The one had the party. She on TikTok. The one on have a party on TikTok. It's just like they just, hatred is a mother sucker, and envy is. I don't know why women, black women, like that. Young and old, so jealous of each other, envy of each other. Why? Kanika had it going on. Had it going on more than some of these older women. She was 19. She had it going on. Ben had it going on. And one of her friend, if her friend, she want her, see, her friend was supposed to be at the party, one of the friends. She asked her friend to go with her. Now, if your friend asked you to go with her, why you ain't looking out for her? That what I don't. You wasn't even supposed to be at the party. That friend wasn't supposed to be at the party. But they thought when they got rid of Kanika that they were going to get a lot of attention. But people didn't get them that attention. Y'all, I think about Kenneka every time I pull the notch on that freezer at work. So I would never start talking about her. But we 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 need they need a Rico from the ninth floor party. Cause they got it. Everybody changing the narrative, trying to throw y'all off because they was at that party. Grown men was at that party with them young girls, like P did. Yes, they was at that party. She was seen. Kenneka was seen right there in Crown Plaza, y'all, on September the 9th. They tried to throw the narrative out on us. At first, had me thinking that it was September 6th. And we're gonna talk about that party. I ain't going over. Be right back. Intermission. Intermission. Let me close my blinds. We're gonna talk about this because this is going on with Javion McGee. Javion McGee is from where? Chicago. Is Chicago people. Let it happen. Yeah. Okay. Now it's another little boy. Listen to this. Y'all gotta excuse me. I gotta go to work in the morning. But still, I'm gonna do that anyway. But hold on. I don't want this one. Hold on. Y'all ready for Thanksgiving? Now, I don't want this boy right here situation to turn out to be another Kenneka Jenkins situation. Javion McGee. Javion McGee is from Chicago, but his death didn't happen in Chicago. And I would hate to see this boy death turn out to be, you can barely see him. Look him up. His name, Javion McGee. Don't want to see Javion McGee story case end up being an accidental, unintentionally, an accident. I don't want it. Oh, where I need to start. Oh, ooh, yeah. Oh, oh. Oh, oh, I need to start doing. I need a massage. Ooh, Jesus, tension. Okay, right here. Ooh, all this hurt. Don't nobody want to give you no massage these days unless you give me them one. Now, Javion McGee, the detail that happened to him, he was 21 and he was from Chicago. He was from a big area. And he wasn't nothing but 21 years old. Kenneka accident happened on the September the 9th, going into the 10th. His incident happened on September the 13th, Javion McGee. And he was found base of a tree, not in Chicago. I am here to want to stop these cases from being just an accidental uh, case. His body was found near the base of a tree, seated position. And you know what they're trying to say? With the rope that he bought from Walmart, they trying to call his case, since he's 21, a accident unintentionally dealt. The same as Kenneka Jenkins. When are y'all gonna stop letting them call these cases accident unintentionally? They trying to say that this boy did this to himself, like Kenneka did this to herself. Chicago, y'all gotta do better than this. And his body was taken to the North Carolina office of chief medical exam in Raleigh. And let's hear what he'll say. Let's hear what he'll say. Since his happened in the same month, Kanika, September 18th, and her was the 9th or the 10th. Okay. It said during the press conference held. No, it didn't happen on the 18th. What day I said? I don't try to remember this. The cause of his death was that it is too early in the investigation to officially declare McGee cause of death. What? What? Now, for those who don't know this young man from Chicago, a truck driver, 21 years old, 21. Kanika was 19. He wanted to be a truck driver, just like his dad. He done made his man up to be a truck driver. Excuse me, y'all. He was excited about being a truck driver. He was working as a truck driver for a KLM trucking at the time, okay? His death. Now, this was reported his first job, y'all, as a truck driver, after he received his commercial license earlier this year. And it can be a stressful job for his first time. It could be. Okay. The day before McGee was found on the line, the North Carolina, in North Carolina, he had driven from Pennsylvania. Remember, this is first time now. to Henderson, North Carolina. He came from Chicago to drove to Pennsylvania. Y'all could do the math if you want to. Look at the hours. And North Carolina to deliver a load of goods from Pennsylvania to the Walmart at the distribution center. Now, this is what he did. And the reason why I'm adding uh Javion McGee in this is because he from what? Chicago. So this is what they said happened, y'all. They said Javion McGee leaves the Hazleton, Pennsylvania, where he drove from out of Chicago. After picking up loads of goods, okay, he traveled south to Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, and then toward Frederick, Maryland. That boy been driving. He then got onto I-270 South and drove to I-49, 495 and I-95 toward Virginia. Okay. Now at 650, listen, y'all. Listen. Listen to Javion McGee from Chicago. And he got a timeline just like Kenneka Jenkins does. Okay. Okay. At 6:50 a.m., September the 10th. Kenneka was at the hotel at September the 10th in Chicago, but he wasn't. He was in North Carolina, but he from Chicago. McGee makes a stop 12 miles north of Ashland, Virginia. He stopped in about an hour at 7:50 a.m., September the 10th, on the same day. He yawned just like Anika was. McGee started driving again, traveling southbound on Highway 1. At 8 a.m., September the 10th, McGee reaches Richmond, Virginia. He's still awake on September the 10th. At 8:50 a.m., September the 10th, on the same day that Kenneka allegedly supposed to be found in the freezer that day. On the 9th, they together. McGee reaches Petersburg, Virginia, and heads toward North Carolina. Now look what happened right here. He young and energetic, just like Kenneka Jenkins. 10 o'clock, 10:04 a.m. on September 10th. We still on September 10th. McGee arrives at Vance County, North Carolina. He stopped at a truck stop in Millenburg. McGee is seen walking back to his truck by himself. Like Dave Chan said, Kenneka was by herself, alone, after getting food from the truck stop grill. Okay. Now at 12:21 p.m., begin later in the evening, September the 10th. Let me see what happened. Javion McGee leaves the truck stop and travels southbound into Henderson, North Carolina. Now at 12:31 p.m., it's on September the 10th. McGee and his truck, they said truck arrived at the Walmart distribution in Henderson. The truck contents are unloaded. Okay. Now that's at 12:37. At 4:53 p.m. on that 10th, we still on September 10th. Kenneka Jenkins was unalive, I think, on the 9th, but they found on the 10th. I'm not sure. I can't remember all that. I try not to remember so much, y'all. My brain ain't that big. McGee truck is slowing down in a dirt parking area in front of 285 Vance Mill Road in Henderson. He hit his truck in a dirt parking area in front of 285 Vance Mill Road in Henderson. This is where his body is later found. You're talking about a 21-year-old, y'all, body found. Now, the parking area is an unofficial truck stop and is about a half mile from the Walmart distribution. Young man the same age, Kenneka, just a couple of years older than her. She was 19. 5:44 p.m. on that 10th, September 10th. Magee drives northwest of West Andrews Avenue. Okay? Now listen what happened to this young boy. They're gonna try to make it look like an accident. I'm telling y'all. This got to start happening though. Now, at 7:44 p.m., September 10th, Magee drives northwest in West Avenue, Andrews Avenue. How he know what all this is? How he know where these places are and he never been there from? He from Chicago. He not from North Carolina. He don't know where he going unless somebody telling him what to do, like they told Kenneka what to do. At 5:49 p.m. on September 10th, Magee pulls onto Young Street. His truck kind of slowed down there. Now it said at 5:53 p.m. on the 10th, Magee parks in a parking lot at the corner of West Andrew Avenue and Vance Street. Magee gets out of the truck. He ain't been drinking or nothing or high. He ain't said nothing about that. And walks to a local smoke shop. Officially said he purchased tobacco products and was seen alone in the store. So he was by himself, just like Kenneka Jenkins was by herself. Okay. And they can vape, y'all. If he off from work, he can't use the vape if he want to. Okay. I found that out through another truck driver. Now at 6:01 p.m. on September 10th, he still woke after he done did his delivery. Magee leaves the parking lot. He then drive west on Andrew Avenue and merge onto I-85 South. At 6:11 p.m. on that same day in the evening, Magee drives to the Walmart Supercenter in Henderson. Now this is where the twist. Once he arrived there, he walked into the store, and I showed y'all that video, and purchased a Ozark. Why is it's important to advertise a Ozark Trail brand blue rope? Why is it necessary to give that rope some attention? The only thing they did was promoted that rope. But every truck driver should have a rope, y'all, like that. Okay. So that's not a surprising thing. Okay, so he bought that blue rope. Used self checkout and he did a self checkout thing. I showed y'all that and left the store. He received a receipt. He got that receipt in checkout. But a strange thing about that receipt, he was holding that receipt in his hand. Usually when we get our receipt, what we do with it? Some of us, I put mine back in my pocket. I don't hold it out like that. And he was looking out the door as if he was looking at something. I don't know. He just wanted himself to me. I don't know him, but he just looked like he wanted himself. He was tired. That's what it looked like. So that camera, the civilian camera, catching him entering the store inside the store and leaving the store with a blue rope. Okay, blah blah blah. At 6:22 p.m. Okay, from 6:11 to 6:22, not a big major part separation. Magee arrives back in his truck alone. He was by himself in the truck. Before leaving the parking lot, McGee gets out of the truck and gives money to a person experiencing homelessness near the store. He gets out his truck. He's a truck driver. And you gonna tell me he got out of his truck to get a homeless man some money? It looked like the homeless man would have got up in the truck, stood up in the truck. I don't know about that, y'all. That still throw me off. He gonna get out of his truck and get a man $228. But the daddy said he'll do stuff like that. He will give, people money. So that's not telling me nothing new. But only thing as a truck driver, he not supposed to be getting out that car doing that, getting out that truck doing that. What make him get out the truck just to get a homeless man some money? Come on, Javion. Okay, that's what they said. We don't know because we ain't seen no video. So I don't know how much it is, but if I had more, I would give it to you. That's what he said. The homeless man said. He said, he goes, him, you got all the money in my pocket. Him, man. I don't know how much it is, but you had. Okay. That's what they said that young boy said. Okay. McGee gets back into the truck and leaves the parking lot. He doing too much. He was doing too much. He don't know nothing about in that area. At 6:28 p.m. at September 10th, Javion arrived at a Hampton Inn hotel on Run Creek Road in Henderson. He could be seen parking at the back of the building and walking into the front of the hotel. Why is he in the back of the building? Now here go a hotel in his situation, like Kenneka. McGee walked into the hotel alone. He was by himself, like Kenneka Jenkins was by herself, and walk up to the front desk. He speaks to the hotel employee and leaves the hotel. 2 minutes later, they're gonna tell him that they don't have no room. It was said that McGee was told there was no rooms available to the hotel. How they know what he was told? They weren't with him. They don't know what he was told. Oh, I need a massage. Okay. 6:35 p.m. on September 10th. All this going on September 10th. All that went on with Kenneka on September the 9th. Both of these people from Chicago. McGee truck is turned back on. He leaves the hotel parking lot within a minute. Now he ain't got nowhere to stay, but he could have went to another hotel. I don't understand. Okay, at 6:52 p.m., Javion arrives at the same dirt lot on 285 Vanco Mill Road, where he had parked earlier in the day, y'all. McGee gets out of the truck. This is what they said this little young man did. He got out of his truck and walked along towards the wood line of the eastern side of the dirt lot. Come on now. Y'all work with me what they said a 21 did. 21-year-old did. 21-year-old should want to live. Some of them do. McGee can be seen carrying an object in his hand, according to the surveillance footage. Okay. He then walks around a trailer, goes to the front gate of the TNR trucker and trailer repair, which is located on the same lot, and then walk back into the wood line. That's what they want us to say. They seen the dad to say he saw that. Dad to say he saw him walk right there. Now at 7 p.m., y'all, I'm telling you, this boy right here, he exhausted, he depressed, he tired, and he's somewhere he never been before. So at 7 p.m. on September 10th, Javion gets into his truck and turn it on. Why he turn on that truck? Okay. He did not appear to have anything in his hand. And when he got back in the truck, the civilian camera showed this. Now we ain't seen it, but they see. The truck is on an island. It's kind of slowing down for the next half hour. Let me turn this truck on. I want to. Now it's 7:30 p.m., y'all. Man, y'all, that this young man been up all day long. McGee truck is turned off. McGee is seen walking alone away from the truck and toward the trees. And this what they trying to say that this young boy did from Chicago. McGee is not seen walking back to the truck after this moment. That was a 911 call, but we ain't gonna get into it because the 911 call happened at 10 a.m. the next day. But that night, who looking at the video? Y'all looking at that little boy. Okay. So there was a 911 call for Javion body. At least he did get a 911 call. When did they call the police for Kenneka? The mama called the police for Kenneka. The friends did. The friend did. I don't think the friend did. Okay. The next day at around 10 a.m. on September 11th, McGee's body was found by the owner of the T&R tractor trailer repair. The owner called 911 saying a man with a rope around his neck was spotted on the outside of the fence of their company. The man, later identified as McGee, was not breathing. Several first reporters responded. The several first responders went to the location. Investigators said a rope that had been tightly wrapped around McGee's neck a total of 11 times. So you mean to tell me that y'all sat there and count around how many times y'all took that rope around that boy neck? Something ain't right with this case. The other end of the rope was wrapped around a tree branch. Mm, it don't make sense. It don't make sense, y'all. McGee was in a seated position with his leg extended out, like my leg extended out, and his left foot crossed over his right. Why they put the left over right? It must be somebody left-handed that was dealing with Javion McGee. Nobody never brought this attention up but me. Whoever messed with Javion that day put his left foot, put his left foot crossed over his right foot, making me think that whoever did this is a left-handed person, not a right-handed person. Because use the right hand, they would have put their foot on the right. They do stuff right. They would have did right. I think it was a left-handed person involved. Did that. Okay. Uh After they did that, y'all, they did that. Whew, I'm sorry, my fault. So after that, McGee was wearing the same clothes he seen wear. Okay, in other words, that's what happened to Javion McGee. Is Javion McGee case gonna be like Kenneka Jenkins case? They're gonna try to really say that it's an accident. It happened unintentional. Is this gonna be another Chicago case where it's gonna be unintentionally? When now there can be a lawsuit. Y'all winning lawsuit, but y'all ain't winning these battles. These folks rich. These companies are rich. Now, the mom can can not Kanika mom, but I'm talking about Javion McGee mom. can get a lawsuit against the trucking company and the other trucking company and Walmart. I go at some billions of dollars, but you better get a good uh what you call it, lawyer. So y'all, the motive in the education part to these cases that I cover today is: are we going to fight? Are we going to give up? Are we going to give up or are we going to fight? I tell you, one mama didn't give up was Duck Mama. Duck Mama going to win a lawsuit. Plus, she got the killers. She didn't give up. She was a fighter. She was a fighter. We got to stop just getting lawsuits. We got to stay on these cases. We got to stay fighting these cases. Don't give up. Be strong like Duck Mama. She gonna get some money behind it. She deserve it. She need to get billions of money, dollars for this happening to her son. So the main thing is don't give up on your kids. Don't give up on these cases. Don't y'all need to talk for these parents. At least Duck Mama had people talking. Miss Larissa didn't have nobody to talk for her. Nobody. Everybody was against her. Even the friends. Everybody disappointed her. Her situation was totally different. Javion Magee, there's a lot of eyes. There you go. A lot of eyes in this case that saw a lot of things. In Kenneka Jenkins case, a lot of eyes. One person that talking in Javion Magee case, they get it where he won't talk. So is Javion Magee case gonna be like Kenneka Jenkins case? Is it gonna be a RICO and a lawsuit? Or is it gonna be a lawsuit and a RICO? That guy can't be scared. Gotta do what you gotta do, y'all. This is your girl, Lanita. And like I said, I'm always funny acting grandmama Lanita. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna stay on this case with the Kenneka Jenkins case, because I go and open that freezer every day. In the morning, when I get there, I open what? That freezer, that cooler, whatever it is, it's cold. And it must be all in one now. It's upgraded. It's not like uh Crown Plaza. Crown Plaza should have tore that down and made them one big freezing cooler connected. That's an old kitchen. Or old that old stuff in that kitchen. That's old stuff. They need to throw it away. And Javion Magee, I hope his family get justice and keep fighting for your child. Thank y'all for those who watch. Thank I thank y'all so much. We got to have these parents back. We got to talk for these parents. They can't do it by themselves, y'all. They need y'all help. It's no use to talking about this case and not trying to get help for these young people. These young people one but 19 and 21. Still would have been young today, 25, 26. Young. But the parents need y'all help. Community. They need y'all help. Help these families. Like, share, and subscribe. I'm out.